Good evening. One day this week, a friend of mine who used to actually be my neighbor and is friends with me on Facebook now asked me about making coleslaw. So, Daryl, this is for you. I don't think I've done a video yet on making coleslaw, so that's what we're going to do today. So, in this bowl, I have about 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. I use Duke's, but you use whatever you prefer. I've got about a tablespoon and a half of sugar and a teaspoon of salt. And now we're going to put some vinegar. So I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of vinegar. Now I use apple cider vinegar. I don't like white vinegar for cooking. It's just too chemical tasting. Now this is an important step. You need to make your dressing before you add your cabbage. If you put the cabbage in the bowl and then try to put all this in there, it's not going to mix up good. So you need to mix all this together first, and this makes your dressing, and then add your cabbage. Okay, now I'm going to chop up some cabbage. Alright, I decided to switch my mayonnaise mixture over to a bigger bowl because I've grated up quite a bit of cabbage. So I'm going to let you see the cabbage. Now I just used this little box grater and grated some of it fine, and that's going to be, I don't know, about a cup and a half of cabbage. And then I rough chopped some of it with a knife right here. I like a little bit of both in mine. I don't like my coleslaw really fine. So I'm going to mix that cabbage into the dressing. And it's really wet, so I'm going to put some more cabbage in it. Not much of a way to do this without making a big mess, so unless you use a lot bigger bowl. And now I'm going to grate a carrot to put in it. Just for some color, and it gives it a little bit of sweetness. Now you probably hear a roaring in the background. That's my air fryer. I'm fixing some French fries. We're going to have fish sticks for dinner for a request for one of the grandsons. And we're going to have coleslaw and French fries with it. So let's mix the carrot in. Alright. That's still pretty creamy, so I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of this cabbage in. And sometimes I like to grate up a little bit of red cabbage to go in it, but I do that right at the last minute because if you put it in at first, it will turn the whole thing kind of lavender. Okay, now's the time to taste it to see if you need any salt or sugar or anything like that in it. So I'm going to taste mine in just a minute, and it'll be done. Okay, our coleslaw's done. I'm going to taste it and see if it needs anything. Good, it's creamy, but it needs just a little bit more sugar, so I'm going to put about a tablespoon more of sugar in it. That should be plenty. So there's our coleslaw. We have French fries out of the air fryer. Love my air fryer. And fish sticks are in the oven. So we're going to have a great dinner. My husband and myself and our 2 grandsons. I am beyond blessed, and I pray that you guys are too. So I'll see you soon. And if you have any requests on anything to make, just forward it to me in a message, and I'll do my best to get it done. Thanks. Well, dinner is ready, and I want you to look at this. This is a throwback from the 70s. We have fish sticks, homemade coleslaw, 2 kinds of french fries. We've got steak fries underneath and then the shoestring french fries on top. We have good old Texas Fish Camp tartar sauce. Why would I make my own? It is so good. And I wanted to tell you guys too, if you like cucumbers, try cucumber slaw sometime. I just take cucumbers and just peel them and slice them up real thin. Use the same recipe that you used for this coleslaw. Mix it all up. You can even put a little bit of onion in it if you want to, but I don't care for onion in mine. And it's cucumber slaw. It is delicious and it's really, really good with pintos. So try that sometime and tell me how you like it. Gotta go get them boys ready for dinner.